So in today's class, we shall have a discussion regarding what do you mean by data type? What are the different data types we are using in Oracle 8i? So first of all, let us try to understand what do you mean by data type. When we create a relation, identifying the right data type is very important. Assume that I want to create a student relation. In student relation, I have mentioned certain attributes like roll number, name, class, division. So identifying the attributes is not sufficient. Beyond that, we should identify what type of a data an attribute can hold, or what kind of a data that a column can store. Identification of type of a data is also very important. If I say roll number as a column name, in a roll number column, I cannot insert a textual data, isn't it? If I mention a roll number as a column name, then I should insert numeric data only. So that is nothing but type of the data type. If I say name as a column, then inserting a numeric data is not suitable in the name column. So then name column should accept textual data, character data. So the data type defines what type of data a column can hold, or what type of data an attribute can hold. So that is identified with the help of data type. In Oracle 8i, we are using several data types. As you can see, I have listed some of the data types. So the first data type is char, C-H-A-R, char. If you observe, I'm mentioning the size within the parenthesis. What it indicates? The character data type. This indicates what? Character data type. That means if I define character as a data type for a column, that indicates what? That particular column will accept character values or character data. So when I define this character, see, I should not mention completely a character here. Instead of a character, we simply use char, C-H-A-R, that's it. So if I define a character, it can store a fixed length of a character string. See, try to observe, I'm mentioning fixed length. What do you mean by that? Assume that if I define a character with size 8, assume that if I define a character with size 8 here, that means I am reserving 8 bytes of a memory. The size I can mention here, you can see here, the size I can mention is minimum 1 byte, maximum 200 bytes I can reserve. Each byte can hold a single character. Each byte can hold a single character. Assume that I'm going to define registration number as a column name. And for this column, assume that I'm going to define character with the size 8. Please try to observe. You don't have a registration number. which is variable length in the size. Everybody has a character with 8 digits. You can observe whatever the registration number you have from university, it has 8 characters only. It is what a fixed length. It is having a fixed length. If we are storing a registration number in the database, it must have 8 characters. Minimum 8 characters and maximum 8 characters. So that is nothing but a fixed length of a characters. When I define character with 8 as a size, then what happens? It is going to reserve 8 bytes of a memory. So this is first, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 digits or 8 bytes of a memory it is going to reserve. So in this particular memory, I can store your registration number like this. Suppose if we are having a registration number like 18K19000. Likewise, we can store 8 characters. Suppose what happens if I store only 7 characters. So remaining 1 byte is going to waste. Suppose if I store only 4 bytes or 4 characters within a registration number field, then the remaining 4 bytes are going to waste. So this should not happen. When I use character as a data type, I must enter or I must utilize entire 8 bytes. Otherwise, what happens? The rest of the 4 bytes will be wasted. The rest of 4 bytes will be wasted. This memory I cannot utilize for further records. So this is how the character data type works. Okay. And also I cannot store more than 8 characters also. So suppose if I try to store more than 8 characters, so this will not include this value in a database because I'm reserving only 8 bytes of a memory, but I'm trying to store 9 bytes or 9 characters. When we are having the container which is of 5 liters of a capacity, then I cannot store more than 5 liters, isn't it? So the same thing is happening here. When I'm reserving a memory of 8 bytes, I cannot store more than 8 bytes of a data here. So this is as much simple as the container. Okay. So this is how a character is going to work. And the next data type is varchar. See, when we don't have a fixed length of a characters, assume that name of the student. Each and every student is having a different name. Someone may have 5 bytes of characters, or someone may have 8 digits of characters in their name field. So at this time, instead of defining a character as a data type, now what I can do, I can define varchar. So either I can define varchar or else I can define varchar2 as a data type. So both the data types I can utilize here to store a variable length of a character string. And in a parenthesis, so minimum size I can specify is 1 byte and the maximum up to 4000 bytes I can reserve. Say for example, I want to store a name of the student. Say for example, I want to store Arun, which is having a 4 characters. Again, I want to store Ishwar, which is having a 6 characters. So the length of a name is going to vary here. So then what is the difference between normal character data type and varchar data type here? So when we are going to define varchar as a data type, varchar as a data type, and if I mention the size as 10, then what happens? It is going to reserve 10 bytes of a memory. Say for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Suppose if I store only Arun, if I store only Arun, which is consuming 4 characters, and how about remaining 6 characters? Whatever the memory reserved for these, it will be utilized for next record. So these 6 bytes will be utilized for next record. So this is the use of a varchar. So we are using a variable length of a characters here, and also the memory is not going to waste here. So that is the advantage of using a varchar. When we are using a fixed length of a characters, say for example, while storing a mobile number, which is having a fixed length of a characters up to 10 digits, at that time I can simply utilize a character data type. When we are not having a fixed length of a characters, normally in the case of a student name, this time I can utilize varchar. So this is how the varchar data type is utilized. Suppose when we are storing a roll number, so in this case, I need to store numeric data like this. I cannot store textual data like this. So because this is not suitable. And sometimes what happens, I need to enter the percentage, which is accepting what? The numeric number, which is having a precision and a scalar value, scale value. Say for example, I want to store 85.62 like this, 45.63, 58.62. Likewise, suppose I want to store a percentage value, so then it is better to go for a number data type. So then how to define a number data type? We can use a number keyword here, as we did in character and varchar. Similarly, we should use number keyword here. When we are going to define integer value, say for example, for roll number, we should mention integer value, which is not having a decimal part. Then it is better to go for mentioning the size. Assume that I want to define a roll number. For this roll, I should mention data type as a number here, and within the parentheses, I need to specify how many digits I want to reserve. Assume that I want to store maximum 3 digits number here or 2 digits number. So now I need to mention 2 as a size. So what it will do, it will reserve 2 digits in the memory so that I can store maximum 2 digit value. So that means what? Beginning with the numeric 1, 2, and up to I can store maximum 99 as a value in roll number. In this case, I cannot store 100 because as we have mentioned the size as 2 here, but we are trying to store 3 digits number here. So this will not include in the database. Is that clear? So that is how we are going to store, or we are going to utilize number keyword as a data type. Sometimes what happens, we should utilize precision and scale values so that we can store even floating point numbers as well. Assume that I want to store a percentage percentage. To store a percentage, what we need to do? We need to define number keyword here, and I should specify the precision scale here. So precision value and the scale value I need to specify. Assume that among 5 digits, I'm going to consider 2 digits for scale value. Say for example, now what I will do, I'm going to store a percentage value like this. So 100.00. So this is what 100 percentage. You can observe here, out of 5 digits, you can consider this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Out of 5 digits, this is nothing but a precision value. 2 digits are I'm going to consider for fractional part. As you can see here, these 2 digits will be considered to specify the scale value. So this is how we need to define the precision and scale values. Let me give one more example here. Assume that I want to store a salary. So again, number. So now what I will do, out of 7 digits, now I'm going to specify 2 digits for scale values. So now in this case, what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.67. So this is how it is going to reserve memory. Out of 7 digits, 2 digits will be considered for scale values, that is nothing but for decimal section or fractional part, and remaining 5 digits it will consider for integer section. So this part it will consider for integer section, and this part it will consider for floating point section or fractional part. So likewise, we need to define a number data type for mentioning floating point number. So sometimes I need to store a date value. At that time, I can utilize a date keyword here, date data type, which is going to store date value in format dd-mon-yy format. Assume that I want to store date of birth. In this case, I need to mention what date as a keyword here. And while mentioning the date keyword, please ensure that there is no size option here. So we cannot specify the size option as we are having a built-in format here. So we can store a date in this particular format. So we should not mention size here. So by default, it will consider the size. So then how it is going to store the value? Say for example, I want to store today's date value here. So that is nothing but 05 hyphen December hyphen 20. So in this format, I should store the date value. So this is the standard format because this is nothing but DD format. This is MON format and this is YY format, and we should mention the hyphens in between date and month value and also between month and year value. So this is the standard format we need to mention while storing the date values. And apart from these, when we are going to store textual data, when we are going to store numeric data and date values, we can utilize these data types depending upon our requirement. But sometimes what happens, we need to store binary data as well. Assume that I want to store image, I want to store some audio file, I want to store some PDF file, I want to store some video files in the database. At that time, we can utilize these rest of the data types which are called as long, raw, long, raw. So these are the data types which are mainly used to store the binary data, so which are in the form of a large object blocks. So to store binary data in the form of a zeros and ones, we normally use these data types. But for your examination concern, you should remember these four data types. Those are nothing but a char, varchar, number, and date data types. Normally you will be getting a case study questions. In that you need to create a tables. While creating a table structure or while altering the table structure, you need to mention these data types. So these are nothing but different data types used in Oracle 8i. Hope you have understood.